What is up? My name is Garrett at Yogurt on Twitter, YOOGRRTT. Thank you so much for tuning into the Now Notation YouTube channel. Welcome back to another album review. Today we are talking about Token. Token is a YouTube rapper. Not anymore. He has graduated. He did the things that the people said that he could not do. He is a formidable foe in this game, and damn straight is he coming through with the fire and the punchlines as well on this debut project of his. This was first kind of yelled out via the Flamingo music video, and at the end it just had like a, it's coming soon, and that was kind of like, I guess, the debut single. We got Mom Would Agree as another single, and then Treehouse as well. And with this thing, it's sitting at 17 tracks. It's actually quite a lengthy project in duration as well, with a full hour in length. Man, this thing is basically everything that you would, if you were to say, hey Garrett, what is your favorite things? Like what do you like? I love debut projects, and I love good debut projects, and this is one of the most impressive ones that I've seen in a minute, as far as just showing off what the fuck you're capable of and doing it in a way that isn't stale, but also lengthy enough for you to show that you can stay your welcome and not get stale. Like, that's impressive as fuck to have, again, 17 tracks, and each not just being a minute long in duration. Like, there's fucking 4-minute, 6-minute songs, I believe, on this thing, and they go on for just as long enough as you would probably want them to be. It's probably averaging around a 3-minute song length. So sorry if there's no 6-minute songs, but I think Seventh Day is pretty fucking long, if I'm not mistaken. But let's get into that track list and kind of break down what the appeal of this whole album is, because man, it really was something that I wasn't necessarily looking forward to. I like Token. I thought that Mom Would Agree music video was one of my favorites of the year. Definitely was going to bring that up when we do a breakdown of all these music videos that did drop that I liked this year. That would probably definitely still show up. There's just a lot of nuance, and the effects that he uses in all of his videos are also very impressive. To see Treehouse come out, though, and kind of present itself in the way that it did, with the overly done costume where he was basically like a tree person. I am Groot, if you will. It was cool, but it wasn't like my favorite thing I've seen happen from him. The song itself was great, but it just felt, I don't know, it didn't sit right with me. Maybe it was too much, but the song was fire. So again, every time this guy comes out with like bangers, and Flamingo, holy shit, is Flamingo just one of those songs where you're just like, this is really fucking well written. It's a tight song, like as far as just consistency, the way that it's written, it's air fucking tight is what I mean. Like, there's no way that anyone else could have really added anything. It's a perfect song. I think it just stands on its own so well, and having it just be him on most of these tracks as well. I believe there's only 3 features on this whole project, looking at IDK and Baz on track 8, as well as Tech 9 showing up towards the end. But again, getting into that track list, we have track number 1 is Somewhere in Between, track number 2 is Household Name, track number 3 is Rich for You, track number 4 is Flamingo, track number 5 is Well, track number 6 is Mom Would Agree, track number 7 is Seventh Day, track number 8 is And You by Token, IDK, and Baz, track number 9 is Same Difference, track number 10 is Treehouse, track number 11 is FBI, track number 10 is Suitcase and a Passport, track number 13 is Flamingo Video Shoot, track number 14 is No Service, track number 15 is Mail, track number 16 is YouTube Rapper by Token and Tech 9, and track number 17 to close it all out is Goodbye. Man, like, to start this thing off, some notable things, just the way that he begins this is I hate the fact that because of the weird subliminal shots that Eminem has thrown at this guy this year on 2 of his projects, between Revival and Kamikaze, it's kind of unfortunate that you can't make the comparisons to Eminem, and it's unfair because some of the best parts of Eminem that is shown in this guy's music is like some of the most nuanced parts about Eminem, and that's what really comes across to me. And like, one comparison, and probably the only comparison that I will make to Eminem on this, is that just the way that he's able to have like a conscious conversation with like dualities of himself, like being able to like self-reference different aspects of actions that he's doing and like poke fun at himself in like different voice influxes, and it's just so cool to see someone use commentary on themselves or on situations, but also use the commentary when you are going into that as almost like a character or a persona. Like you can definitely hear that being displayed in almost like the performance, if you will, on a lot of these songs with Token. And somewhere in between he does call out like Eminem, because apparently like back in the day Token, I guess he like was supposed to have an interview or a meeting with Eminem. So in a song he said that he turned down a meeting with Eminem, and then Eminem probably was like, no, like that didn't happen. And then he was starting to use like the word token, like smoking weed, like I'm token a bowl, if you will. He was like using that as like ways to like throw like super subliminal shots at Token on those past two projects. Token being the rapper, like the coin operated machine needs a token. That's how this rapper, the man of the hour, that's how you would spell it here, but he was spelling it different, to kind of be like super subliminal, not to use his name to like push his career. He wasn't trying to help, being Eminem. But fuck, man, it's just so unfortunate because like it's not a bad thing. I don't think that conversation needs to take the forefront of when you bring up his name, even if there is like a lot of cool similarities. And I say cool because it's not like he's just rapping to rap. And that was the thing that I was going into this. That was the main question: is this guy really saying stuff because he has something to say, or is he just saying stuff to say stuff? And because he can, like, because that's the style of flow that he has. Like, no one's gonna fucking walk into a room and say that Token can't flow, and Token doesn't have cool ways of like having cadence and all these cool like ways of delivery. Is just what he's awesome at. But what is he saying? And like the context of being able to go an hour long and have me walk away and be like, man, you hit on a lot of cool subjects. That is just your personality, how that has affected your relationship with the people that you have grown up with as you turn into this from YouTube rapper to real rapper to now selling out shows or going on tours and actually like putting out a debut album, like where the doubt comes in, not being able to fully commit to yourself because you also don't like believe in yourself on these certain endeavors that all of us can kind of identify with. These are like themes that he's touching on, and then also like being very honest with his place in the industry and the way that people do look out onto him, and like all those things were like, I thought at least put into very very cool rhyme schemes, as well as just very intelligent lyrics. And I don't know, man, like every time I listen through this project that I have, it comes across as just very, very, very much a part of his soul. Like I almost feel like he put a lot on there, like whether it's just his relationship with the girlfriend and like struggling with that, like even those very cliched things that we see rappers talk about in their music. I don't feel like none of that ever felt like it was such a cliche when he was mentioning it, because a lot of the ways that he's rhyming and like delivering these lyrics are fresh as fuck. Like, and fresh as in like he's being able to like word stuff in ways that I haven't heard being worded that like poetically and actually like boom bappy rap like in that type of fashion, like not just like relying on the beat but also complementing it with like all the other aspects of like rap music. I don't know, man. Token's someone that you definitely want to keep an eye on. Even if you didn't come across this album like loving it as much as I did, I feel like that there's so much potential and just guaranteed, like, I don't know. I think he's definitely going to capitalize on the success that this album's going to bring. I think that this album's going to review very, very well. The minute that it gets in the hands into the right people, a lot more eyes are going to be looking at this guy. His views are already popping off on the channel. The 3 singles, like I said, Flamingo is so fucking good. It's so catchy. So shout out to that song alone. Mom Would Agree is such a fucking good example of the commentary stuff that I was talking about, and just being able to like use ad-libs in ways to like question the lyrics and like add validity to them, as well as just like more nuance, like I said like before. Man, like in Seventh Day adds this really cool commentary on just like religion, as well as coming up in a religious upbringing, but also like still identifying with the overall like themes kind of with religion, like not just writing them off as quickly and kind of seeing like the overarching picture of like what they're trying to say and saying that those virtues still kind of do exist within the modern day of a non-religious individual. But I don't know. I just enjoyed everything that he was going for on that song. So yeah, standout tracks for me, if it's not clear, Flamingo for the 30th time, Mom Would Agree, Seventh Day, and You's a really fun song. That's with Token and IDK and Baz, and the way that they all just rap is just just looking at that list of people, you know what type of shit you're about to get into, and it's just wordplay on wordplay. So if you're into that type of music or a fan of one of them, you're going to be a fan of the other, especially on this track. And Treehouse I'll give a big shout out to. I also like the closeout track with Goodbye. FBI was kind of a interesting thing, but honestly somewhere in between two, Household Name, Rich for You, Flamingo, Well. Oh my God, don't sleep on Well. Don't sleep on Well. So if I had to actually add one of the other ones before Goodbye, Well is one that you definitely need to be mentioning or listening to or taking a peek at. But man, that run from 1 to honestly track number 8 is some of the craziest shit. And then you can get to 9 and 10, and then you're just like, fuck, dude, might as well listen to the whole thing. And I guarantee that the whole listen is just some of the most, I don't know, impressive rap, like true, authentic, bones to the, like, bone for bone rap. Like, I don't know what the fuck that means, but just like, it just feels like two people are just fighting like very well to like a soundtrack that is this album. Like, I don't know, maybe someone should recut that new Mortal Kombat trailer to some of this shit, because fucking A, dude, this shit was impressive as hell. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think of this Token album? Where do you think that he should go from here? I want to see him live. I'm very impressed to see what that's like, and just, I don't know, dude. I'm impressed as hell. And this is like the type of album that's made for me. Just like a fucking album that just is so fucking like heady, and not heady in a way that's just not overbearing, and like it felt like I had something to say, but didn't feel like it didn't have any like substance to why it was saying it. Like, it had reason, it has gravitas, and it has all the good parts of just like making a quality message a part of like once again, like, this thing's an hour long. Like, it shouldn't work as well as it does, but it doesn't ever feel that long. Again, let me know in the comment section below, what did you think? I'm really enjoying this album. My name's Garrett at Yogurt, YOGRTT. Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. Thank you for supporting these reviews, and take care of yourself. That is all, folks.